Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Parker with it. Pass to Gervin. Outside Leonard. Back to Gervin. Parker outside. Shot clock at 6. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
On defense, San Antonio. Now Drexler. Unloads. Houston gets it back. Harden right side. 4 on the clock. Yao. Good on the baseline, Jay. Now Parker. Pass to Robinson. Backs him down. There's the block. Harden with it. Stolen by Robinson. We play just over a minute here in the first. Now here's Leonard. Hakeem Olajuwon grabs the rebound.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
And here's McGrady. All sorts of time. It's hauled in by Tony Parker.
Major defensive lapse right there. He's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Pass to Drexler. Now here is McGrady. Just 5 to shoot. And he gets it to go.
That's just run of the mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Robinson left side. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Here comes Drexler. And Doris Burke caught up with Coach Greg Popovich. Doris, Olajuwon inside. Drexler outside. Now, here is Harden. By Drexler, and that's good.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Here's Duncan. Parker outside. Pass to Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. And he drops it in from the low post. Houston in the lead. Now here's Drexler. Now Harden. Here's McGrady. Shot from the top of the key. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Gervin outside. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, smooth as silk on the finger roll. So it's the Rockets now. Drexler outside. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 5.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Parker outside. Duncan right side. He's against Olajuwon. In close. And it's San Antonio with another. Here's Drexler. He's got 5. McGrady with the ball. Harden outside. 6 to shoot. Drexler. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. San Antonio trailing here. Parker outside. Pass to Leonard. Back to Parker. Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Parker left side. McGrady with the ball. They set the screen. And the shot is good. He's got 6.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Now here's Parker. Gervin outside. Gervin right side. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Drexler with it. He's got 7. And David Robinson pulls it down.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there. Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands too.
They set the pick. And here are the Rockets now. 3-point lead. Now McGrady. He has 6. Elijah, no good. Now here's Parker. It's off his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Time called. Stolen by Harden.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
Tries to keep it alive. That is out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And here are the Rockets now. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Drexler. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. 9 points in the game so far.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Parker outside. And here's Gervin. And here's Leonard. They swipe it. Here is Harden. And there's a nice one-handed slam. And here is Parker. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. There's the pick. Here's Gervin. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And the Rockets with possession here. Leading by 5. Drexler outside. Yao. Shot clock at 5. Drexler outside. Pulls up on the wing. And Houston again with the bucket.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
Here's Parker. Pass to Duncan. Now here's Parker. Gervin outside. Backed in off the glass. 8 points for him.
You know, there's no fear out of him, guys. I mean, going straight to the hoop against a much bigger defender, he's got a lot of heart.
Drexler outside. Pass to Elijah. And he banks in the layup. Now here's Parker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Houston in the lead. McGrady with the ball. He has 6. Now a timeout called by Houston. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Here's Paul. Now Hayes. Pass to Maxwell. Hayes with it. Ball outside. 5 to shoot. So here's Murphy. Pulls up. And it's off the back rim. No good.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Johnson inside. Pass to Elliott. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Houston. Now Paul. And the jumper falls for him. And here is Johnson. Boom. Back to Johnson. Rocket 6. Pass to Aldridge. Shoots from 12. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
I tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
All up top. Hayes down low. The shot's good from Hayes.
Just the shot they wanted. Point-blank range.
San Antonio trailing here. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. Boom. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy juke. Very, very well done.
Paul with the ball. And again, Chris Paul.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
Pass to Johnson. And the basket good. Here's Paul. Here's Maxwell. Here's Maxwell. Now Paul. Now here's Hayes. 5 on the clock. Misses from close range.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Boom. A 3 ball. And he gets it to go. 5 points in the game. Paul with the ball. Pass to Murphy. Back to Paul. So here's Murphy. Here's Maxwell. Inside. Hayes. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Here's Johnson. And no good trying to get that one. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Rockets ahead. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts? So it's the Rockets now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Maxwell. Lets it go with the 3. And another 3 for Houston.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Green up on top. Fires for 3. And that one's good. On offense, here are the Rockets. 6-point game. Now Hayes. Sampson. And he uses the glass on the layup.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Here comes Avery Johnson. Boom. Back to Johnson. Outside, Green. The three-pointer, no good. Clark, the possibility here of pushing their lead to double digits.
And psychologically, I think that would give them an even bigger edge, Kevin.
They get a hand on it. Back to Paul. Pass to Maxwell. Shot clock at 6. For 3. Can't get it to go. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Johnson up top. And here is Green. Right side, Green. Boom. Boom. From 12 feet out.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
So here's Murphy. Ball outside. Pass to Murphy. Sampson. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Johnson. Makes it off the glass. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. So here's Murphy. He's with it. Ball outside. Sampson. Gets the front of the rim and out.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Pass to Johnson. They set the pick. Here is Ori. Now here's Green. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. The Rockets making a switch here. Houston in the lead. Now McGrady. 6 points for him. Drexler outside. Olajuwon fires it up. And the jumper from down low is good.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him, get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher. He needs more than one guy to defend him.
Pass to Robinson. That's good. He has 6. Here comes Drexler. 11 points in the game. Harden with it. Here's Olajuwon. Takes the 13-footer. And there's the rejection. There's the screen. Pass to Ori. Now here is Robinson. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Now here is McGrady. Here's Drexler. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
And he gets it to go. A tight game here in San Antonio. Here's Drexler. And Parker comes with the help. Here's Thorpe. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. Green with the rebound. Green left side. He nails it, and we're tied up. 5 points in the game. And here's McGrady. He has 6. There's a screen. Harden outside. Pass to Olajuwon. Back to Harden. Harden left side. It's blocked. Outside Leonard. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And one other thing about him that you shouldn't fail to appreciate is the presence and impact he has defensively. He can lock you up and wear you down, and that effect really carries over to the rest of the guys.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And the Spurs making a change here. Leonard hits them both. And here we go with James Harden. Timeout called the Rockets. On defense, San Antonio. Covered by Parker. Here's Harden. Thorpe to end the drought, and the layup is up and in.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Duncan down low. Duncan with the bucket.
When it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles that twine.
Here's Drexler. Here's McGrady. Now, here's McGrady. 6 points for him. Harden outside. 6 to shoot. Shot is no good. Parker with it. Right side Leonard. Right side Leonard. Robinson up top. He gets stolen by McGrady. Rebounded by the Spurs. Now Parker. Parker left side. Outside Leonard. Pass to Duncan. 6 on the shot clock. Parker outside. Now Robinson. Outside Robinson. That's good. He's got 10.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Now here's Drexler. And here's McGrady. Back to Drexler. Pass to Harden. And it's blocked.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
And here's Leonard. Back to Parker. Now Robinson. Pulls up. High post. Rebound by Drexler. Rockets trail. McGrady with the ball. And that one's good. McGrady. So it's San Antonio now. Here's Parker. Pass to Leonard. Here's Gervin. Now Robinson. And he gets the bucket. He's got 12.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Drexler outside. Connects from three-point range.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Gervin. Good. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Drexler outside. Now, here's McGrady. He's got 8. Here's the screen. And another 3 for Houston.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
The Rockets making a switch here. Here are the Spurs with the ball. Parker with it. Back to Leonard. Parker outside. Duncan. Pass to Parker. They set the pick. Blocked. Leaps for it. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. The Spurs making a switch here. Just 3 to shoot. Shoots a 3. Outside Aldridge. Harden with it. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Good possession there, resulting in the easy one down low.
San Antonio trailing here. Parker outside. Back to Leonard. Uncovered. No up. There's a good screen. Harden outside. Fires the three. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's Parker. Pass to Gervin. Into LaMarcus Aldridge. Shot denied. Smith in the posts. Smith up top. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Now, here is Harden. And another three for Houston.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Now here's Leonard. Tipped away. Stolen by Drexler. Gervin with the steal. And Duncan gets it to go in. Here's Smith. On offense, here are the Rockets. Parker with the steal. The finger roll finish at the bucket. He has 6. Gets it off. The shot is off. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. It's been a clinic so far from Clyde Drexler. Houston in the lead. And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Pass to Olajuwon. Duncan on him. From 7. Olajuwon inside. And it's Olajuwon missing. Now Parker. Clyde Drexler on the wing. And here is McGrady. Fades back. That's good. Here comes Tony Parker. 6-point game. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Pass to Robinson. Robinson left side. The baseline J. And the jumper is on the mark. He's got 14. And here's Drexler. 14 points for him. Harden. Now here is Olajuwon. Harden outside. Shot clock at 6. Yeah. And that one's good. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Parker. Outside Robinson. Hakeem Olajuwon grabs the rebound. Here comes James Harden. He's got 10. Drexler outside. The quick look, no good that time. McGrady with the ball. Now, here is Harden outside. 6 to shoot. Yeah, that's good. 8 points for him. Here's Parker. 6 points for him. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to Leonard. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Timeout called, the Rockets. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Blocked. Parker with it. Pass to Leonard. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
Rockets on offense. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Here's Drexler. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And that one's good. Gervin. Here's Drexler. 14 points for him. That is good. 16 points for him. San Antonio trailing here. Parker outside. Gervin up top. Pass to Duncan. Stolen by Harden. Olajuwon with it. Duncan on him. Now, here is Olajuwon. Parker with it. And Hakeem Olajuwon pulls it down. Now, here's Drexler. 16 points for him. Now, McGrady. Kicks it out to Harden. From the arc. That's good. He's got 13.
He's not going to miss many of those, if any. Not when he's got that much room.
Now here's Parker. Misses the layup.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Ferocious shot. And he gets it back. That free throw, no good. And the Rockets making a change here. And the second free throw, good. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Pass to Elliott. Step back shot. Tries to save it. Here's Houston now. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Drexler bangs home the trifecta. 20 points for him.
And something else I think of with him is that three-point shot from the corner. I mean, that's his shot. And we've certainly seen him drain a bunch of them.
Rockets making a change here. Johnson with it. Boom. Sinks the three-pointer. 8 points for him. And here are the Rockets now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Maxwell. And here is McGrady. And here's Hayes. Pass to Murphy. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Maxwell. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Well, with the basket here, they could get back to within single digits. Here's Johnson. Here is Elliott. Gilmore uses the glass to finish the layup.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
So here's Murphy. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Clock at 4. Pass to Maxwell. From downtown. The rebound by the Spurs. Here is Elliott. Now here's Johnson. Here is Elliott. There's the triple. It's hauled in by McGrady.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Now Hayes. McGrady with the ball. Maxwell. No good with the finger roll. Now Johnson. Boom. Jacks up a three. But they'll get another chance. And that one's good.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And here is McGrady. He's got 11. Simpson. Good on the 13-footer.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Here is Elliott. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Maxwell. So here's Murphy. Here's Maxwell. Simpson drills the baseline jumper. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Back to Johnson. Pass to Elliott. Shot clock at 5. Can't hit.
Tell you what, boy, it's hard to watch when the guy gets good shots and misses them. He's missed everything this quarter.
Soft touch off the glass. He's got 13. Now Johnson. Pass to Elliott. Here's Ori. It's stolen by McGrady. Here's the break. Here's Murphy. And it's Houston with another. And so it's San Antonio with it. They trail by 14. Now here's Johnson. Boom. It's good from long range.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
And here's Houston. They've led by as many as 14 points. Now, here is McGrady. Pass to Murphy. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
Johnson with it. Here is Ori. Just 5 on the clock. Stripped away. Pass to Maxwell. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. It's stolen by McGrady, and they're moving it up. The finish. Flushes it down to finish the break. A challenging stretch for San Antonio here. Johnson outside. Pass to Elliott. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound, Spurs. Five to shoot. Gilmore. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Here's McGrady. 13 points in the game. There's the pick. Pass to Maxwell. And here's Hayes. Clock at 6. So here's Murphy. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. He has 6. That will count. No good. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Rockets on. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Now Parker. Pass to Elliott. Outside, Green. Now Parker. Shot clock at 6. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
The Rockets making a switch here. And here is Paul. Now here is Smith. Five on the clock. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
The free throw drops for Smith. San Antonio with the ball. It's a 16-point game. Outside, Green. Back to Parker. Outside, Green. No good on the three.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Here's Parker. Outside, Green. Gilmore. They get the rebound, and it's good.
You know, they'll want to generate more of those shots in tight, guys.
And here we go with Chris Paul. Drexler with it. Pass to Smith. Back to Drexler. That's good. 22 points for him. Now here's Parker. Here is Elliott. Outside, Green. Parker outside. 6 to shoot. Shot from 12. It's blocked. Drexler with it. Pass to Paul. Smith outside. It's stolen by Green. There's the screen. Buries the long-range jumper.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that.
Smith. Smith up top. From the high post. Misses off the right iron. And the Spurs with possession. Down by 15. Pass to Aldridge. Outside, Green. Here is Elliott. Back to Green. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Drexler outside. Drexler left side. Blocked. Here is Elliott. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And the Rockets making a change here. Guys, they've really built a nice lead here.
And I tell you what, I don't see any sign of them slowing down.
Now Robinson. Pass to Elliott. Now Parker. Oh, here's Parker. Can't get it to fall. Paul with the ball. McGrady with the ball. Now here is McGrady. To the paint. Yao. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And here is Parker. Pass to Aldridge. Aldridge left side. And the shot is good.
You know, one other thing you have to appreciate when it comes to him is his skill on the low block. Terrific footwork, nice up and under fakes, and he's got a tremendously soft touch.
Ball outside. Olajuwon with it. Good.
Man, how about the dexterity for this big guy? I mean, he is really smooth around the basket.
Parker outside. Pass to Green. Back to Parker. 6 on the shot clock. Here is Elliott. Elliott the bucket.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
And it's Houston's ball. They led by as many as 18 points. Now, here is Olajuwon. Shakes him. Rebound, San Antonio. Pass to Elliott. And here is Aldridge. Parker outside. Now, here is Robinson. Right side Robinson. Puts one up from 19. And another basket for San Antonio. And here we go with Chris Paul. Drexler outside. Good on the triple. 25 points in the game.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Parker outside. Robinson backs down. Robinson left side. And blocked. Olajuwon with it. Back to Paul. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. The Rockets making a switch here. Here's Parker. Outside Leonard. Pass to Duncan. And here is Parker. Now Robinson. Back to Parker. Lock at 6. And it's rejected. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Clock is at 3. Here's Duncan. Duncan right side. Misses the wing J. Here's McGrady. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. Now Parker. Pass to Robinson. Backing in. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
And so it's Houston with it. So here's Murphy. Back to Drexler. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. 27 points for him.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Now here's Leonard. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Now here is Robin. Out to Parker. Again, the Spurs good for 2. So here's Murphy. Drexler outside. To the middle. Yao. And the rebound goes to Duncan. On offense, here are the Spurs. It's a 14-point game. Down low. Here's Robinson. Buries Harden left side. Yeah. Lays it up and banks it in.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Now here's Parker. And that one's good. Parker. Now here is Harden. Drexler outside. Drexler left side. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. He has 31. Now Parker. Pass to Duncan. Back to Parker. There's the pick. Here's Gervin. Now Duncan. From 6 away. And it's San Antonio with another.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Pass to Drexler. McGrady with the ball. Back to Drexler. Now here is McGrady. Just 4 to shoot. From deep three-point range, that's good. And here is Parker. Robinson with it. Stolen by Harden. And here is McGrady. Lays up the pick. Back to Harden. Puts up a 3. Gervin pulls it in.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Parker outside. Pass to Gervin. Gervin right side. Back to Parker. Shot clock at 6. The finger roll finish at the bucket. So we see the Rockets